Okay, good evening everyone. I'm here because I want to hang out with you guys on a Friday evening, and hopefully you have some questions for me on about immigration. So ask me anything about immigration. I'm not here particularly to discuss any immigration questions, but I'm here live and I'll be here for the next 30 minutes just hanging out and see if somebody has any questions for me about immigration, and I will answer it live. Okay? So if you see me not doing anything, that's because I'm not here to talk about immigration, but I'm here to answer any question that you may have. I think a couple of you tried to get in touch with me using this channel, but if you haven't managed to get in touch using the description of this channel, I think the description is the website address is www.pinoyukimmigration. Let me just double check, okay? Pinoy UK. Let me just double check. I will quickly check that for you. Okay. So yeah, Pinoy UK immigration dot, I think it's .co.uk or .com. Try it. Then when you get on into that website, there is a link that it says ask question or email us. The email is there as well. And in fact, on the header of this channel, it says the email address is pinoyukimmigration@gmail.com. Okay, so you will be able to reach me on that email address, or you can also join the Facebook group. Uh, it's called Pinoy UK Immigration Problem and Solutions. So you will be able to reach me there and ask me question, or if you can find me on Facebook, then message me. In fact, many people messaged me this week. They're not, they haven't added me as their friends, but they are. You are able to message me, and I pick that up. And if it's don't just say hi. Okay, when you message me, don't just say hi, and then that's it. Some people message me and say hi, but I don't know. How can I help you if you just say hi? So unfortunately, my time is really, really tight and taken up with client work and all other things. So you have to say hi. Can you please help me? This is my question, and if you can, type it up. I know it's phone. It's sometimes hard to type up, right? But message me and tell me about your problem and see how I can help you. Okay. So I'm just looking at my phone and see if there's any question that I may be able to help you with. Yeah. Okay. There was actually a question about EU settlement. Okay. Let me find about that, because Brexit has happened, hasn't it? So Brexit has happened, and it's kind of scary because well, at least for me, it's scary. But the transition period ends on the 31st of December. So basically, before New Year. And that means all European law will be will change, shift to UK law. Okay, so European law does no longer apply. And okay, I have a question here. Yeah, okay. Okay, maayong gabi. Yes, maayong gabi. Magtanong ako para ma-expire po yung ILR 10 years next year. Kung mag-renew, di ko mag-exam pa ako. No, because so you have ILR, right, Charina? So if you already have ILR, you don't have to submit another application for ILR. It's just renewing. It's just getting this BRP card, and to renew, because on the sticker it says it has an expiry date, right? So I'm assuming that is it a BRP card that you have, or is it a sticker? Okay, so if it's a BRP card and it's you're renewing it 10 years. Oh my goodness, 10 years. Is that long time ago that they introduced this card? Okay, so it's a card. So yes, you just renew it. You don't have to have the life in the UK test and English test. No, so you need to just complete it's no time limit application. Okay, so let me just double check that very, very quickly. It's not very often I get this question or or application. So I'm usually helping a lot of children's application, family applications, naturalization, and indefinitely to remain, but not sort of this not very common application. No time limit. Okay, let me just have a look. So I'm looking no time limit application. Yes. So, yes, Charina, if you want to apply for British citizenship, change it for your ILR, and you want to become British, yes, then you have to have the B2. Wait a minute. I think it's B1 for naturalization. Okay. Yeah, it's just B1. That's what I thought. When someone asks me different question, right? So usually I know the answer. But if somebody said, "Is it B2? Is it B3?" I'm like, "Hang on a minute, I haven't heard that." So that's why I have to double check. So yeah, B1, it's B1, absolutely fine. But you have to check whether or not that's still valid, okay? Because it's 2 years validity. So when you have 2 years, when it's 2 years ago, then you have to redo it. And you also have to do the life in the UK test, Sharina. Okay. So yeah, it's no time limit application that you need to do if you are going to yeah, dahang salamat. Why sa pa yan? Why sa pa yan? Okay. So what will happen? So Ram Sharma, let me read your email message. What will happen? Those who are holding bail grant. Okay. So Ram, did you mean you were served with a bail paper from the Home Office? Was that sort of did you get so what happened in 2017? Did you get refused and then they served you with notice of liable to be removed? Is that and then with it was the bail condition? Is that what you meant? Um, can you clarify? Okay, so FM. So you have citizenship interview. Okay. Coming up. If I change my name, how long does it take? Okay. So do you want to change your name now before your interview? How? Sorry, sorry. I know it's with messages. It's you want to ask the question, but as a lawyer, we can't answer if we have to get all this information. What's this? What's this? We were trained to ask a lot of questions before we can answer. So I'm really sorry if I can't. So if I ask questions, so you message me and I'm like, yeah, what's sorry about that. But so you submitted the form for naturalization, right? FM. Okay. Do you want to change your name first? Is this a question? Okay, so you want to change your name first. Okay. I mean, to change your name, it's very easy. You just need a change of name deed. That's all you need to do, and then submit that to the Home Office if there's inconsistency with your application. Usually, but to change your name, you can easily do it with the one document. It's called change of name deed or a deed poll. Okay, but change of name deed is absolutely fine as well. while you are on the interview. Okay. I think FM, it's probably best if you message me so I can clarify what you meant by, so you're attending the interview but you want to change your name. Did you say, are you trying to say that you, when you completed the form, it's different name from how you want to be called, or how you want, yeah, I'm not quite sure about the situation. But if you just want to change your name before you interview, yeah, it's very straightforward. But if you are on the interview and you change your name, um, I don't think you can change your name while you're on the interview. If you want to change your name, it has to be documented, and the document would be called the change of name deed as a proof that you've changed your name, or yeah, you've changed your name. And but if you already submitted your form uh, from a different name, then that might be a bit tricky, because if you already submitted it and the Home Office has got this application form with your old name on it, then you may have to wait until you're actually granted the citizenship and then change your name after that, not sort of during the process. Usually that happens after you receive the citizenship naturalization certificate. Yes. Does that make sense, FM? Anyway, let me know if that's the case. But as I explained, yes, you can't change your name during the interview and during the process. So if you made a mistake on your application form, then it may be possible. Sometimes the Home Office actually asks you question if there's inconsistencies, and I think I had this a few times with some of my clients where they had to, so their passport is different from their documents. Okay, so the name on on their passport is different from the documents that they've been submitting. So there's a kind of inconsistency. So the Home Office then either ask them to verify how they're going to be called on the naturalization certificate, but it must correspond with the passport. Okay, so if the passport is different, then the passport, I think one of my clients was asked to change the passport, but as you know, with other countries and governments, the rules are quite different from the rules are quite different from the UK, where it's difficult to change your name. Some it's quite complicated. I mean, I know for Filipinos, for Philippine government, if you have a Philippine passport, it's difficult to change name unless either you've got an annulment. Um, yeah, but I'm not quite sure how other people change their names. I think they have to go to court, and it takes a long time to have it changed, and they have some kind of affidavit. But in the UK, you just have this change of name deed, have it witnessed, and then change your name that way. It's very easy. Okay, so because we submitted my N400, but I hear changing my name is taken to get you at court. Okay. So yeah, I think so. I think you've answered your question. Yes. Okay. I submitted for the submission in 2010 and still waiting. Okay. Are you okay? So Ram, I would follow it up. It may be that it may be that they have. It seems quite um, unusual. Seems quite unusual that you haven't heard anything. But although it's not uncommon, okay, it's unusual, but it's not uncommon, because I've heard one client as well. But if you've moved, for example, then they may have then the Home Office may have sent the letter to your old address, or to an email address that you put on the application when you first submitted or when you wrote. So if the home office has your updated address, updated email address, then there is absolutely no reason why it's taken them that long, 4 years. Okay, so how will I advise? Yeah, no one can tell whether or not it's a positive. It's a positive, but usually they will write to you and say, we've considered your further further submission, and we, either they accept it, or they still refuse it, and they expect you to, you know to comply with the bail conditions. But if you are concerned about it, I would, if you did it yourself, then, I would contact the home office and keep them updated with your address, and then asks for what's happened about your what's happened about the further submission that you did 4 years ago, because that's a long time ago. Although I know that from a client I helped as well, it's been, yeah, about it's about the same. So I don't know. Sometimes um, the home office are sometimes they're very quick, and sometimes they takes them a long time, and there's absolutely no explanation. And the only thing that I guess, I can only guess, is when probably it's been sitting on somebody's desk that hasn't been lifted. Okay, and that's probably why it's taking a long time to get a decision from the home office. But yes, sometimes they're really quick. Like, for example, this the past few couple of weeks, I've had applications that's like this. Okay, so we submitted the documents, and then the next day we had the decision. Whereas, but I'm still waiting for a client's naturalization application. It's going to be a year. It should have taken only 6 months, or before 6 months, but we're still waiting. And then I have a family permit, which should have only taken 3 weeks, but now it's almost March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 7 months. Okay, so 7 months when it should have only taken 3 weeks. And um, I think it's kind of caught up in the pandemic, the COVID lockdown, and unfortunately, that's what happened. But it takes them a long time sometimes, and it's not because it's lost, but maybe because of the confusion with the pandemic. That's the reason why it's delayed. But for your application, Ram, definitely I would update them with your email address and your address. It may be that they sent it to the old address, and yeah, that's what I would do. I would ask for update if you're concerned about it. So yes, so again, any questions for me? I'm going to be here for the next like 22 minutes, just to answer questions on immigration. And while I'm waiting, I'm just going to look for something on my phone, just to verify something. Da, da, da. Okay, I think let me just double check. Let's double check. Okay. Okay. Do, do, do. Yeah. Okay. So I am actually looking at the BRP. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome, Ram. So I'm looking on my phone how to renew the BRP, the residence permit. If like Charina has asked if does she need a life in the UK test or English test if she wants to renew her BRP card. Okay, she's on indefinite leave to remain already. So the procedure would be to replace an expired BRP. Okay, so if you actually Google it, okay, so we Google everything. I Google everything. So if you Google no time limit application, there's a lot of websites that um, that has the result. Okay, but what you're looking for is the government website, which is www.gov.uk, and it will have the information what you need. So one of them says biometric residence permits replace an expired BRP. Um, And then they have here, if you have indefinite leave to remain to or enter, use the BRP replacement service. This is where if your BRP is, um, I suppose, lost or stolen, but replace an expired BRP. Okay, so yeah, if you have indefinite leave to remain, there's a link that says BRP service, and then it takes you to how to apply, and then there's a link on how to apply. So quite straightforward. So we just fill an application form. Yes. So actually, I had one client who didn't know that the sticker her son her son was granted indefinite leave to enter the UK in 2010, and the Home Office gave him the sticker visa that's valid up to, I think, I don't know, October 2014. And so she was scared that when it expired, that was it. They couldn't renew it. So for many, many years until recently, she was so scared in case her son would get caught and get deported. Okay, and all along she was having this worry unnecessarily because the visa that she had is indefinite leave to enter, meaning as soon as she's in the UK, it's indefinite leave to remain, but it's called remain because it's in the UK, but indefinite leave to enter is to enter, meaning there's no restriction. So all she had to do in 2014 was renew the BRP. But now we're going to apply for British citizenship, so she doesn't have to worry. Okay, so she was so grateful that she found out eventually that her her son doesn't have to get deported if he gets into trouble with the police. So he was like, oh, she was always so scared. She said, oh, so nervous. So check, if you're unsure about anything, check with a lawyer and ask questions instead of just like thinking in your head and not finding out. Okay, find out if find out first on Google. Check if there's a lot of information, reliable information on the internet, and then if you can't find, if it doesn't answer your question, then go to a lawyer and have that consultation. Then you will get the answer, and then you know it resolves all the anxiety that you have about your situation, because I know it's not easy to be thinking, oh, what if I get deported? I'm illegal here. She was thinking all along that her child was illegal, but really, that was not the case at all. So, okay. So, yeah, I am just here. If you have any questions for me on immigration, just send me a message here on the live chat, and I'll answer any questions you have on immigration. You don't have to So you don't have to go to a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. You don't go to a lawyer and pay consultation fee. So this is the time I thought I'd use to answer any question that you have instead of you having to type a message. But if it's a long message and you have a history, then then you have to type up an email or consult with a lawyer or book an appointment. In fact, if it's a long question and a long history, then and it needs discussing, then it's best to book a consultation. I do have a consultation with clients who finds me on Facebook. So if you are on Facebook and I have a 15 minutes free consultation, then I can, we can talk about whatever question you have on immigration or anything for the matter. Okay, so I've got 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, and if you are watching and you have a question for me, then don't hesitate to message or yeah, say hi. Say hi if you're on if you're watching. I hope everyone's fine. Oh, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Did I click? I don't know if this is something new for me. Being on YouTube, it's something new. Usually, I'm on Facebook, so I've decided to use this channel and answer some questions because it's been a while since I've been on this channel, and so it seems a bit unfair um, if I leave it. It's been, I think, a while since I did videos for this channel, posting the videos for this channel. So I have 3 minutes left. So if you don't have any questions at the moment and you're watching this on replay, then just leave your questions and then I will get back to you on, I'll either get back to you and answer it, as a text, or I can keep that question and the next week when I go live, then I'll be able to address that question at length. And hopefully you will also be on live for me to maybe ask you a question, clarify that question. Okay, so you know where to find me. Okay, so I've said, let me double check. So if you go onto the description of this channel, which is Pinoy UK Immigration Problems and Solutions, it's a long title, isn't it? I couldn't find it. But anyway, that was a long time ago when we created this channel. So if you go onto the picture, the picture, the banner, it will have the email, the website, which is www.pinoyukimmigration.co.uk, and then is it pinoy.com? I think it's .com. So if you want to email, then it's pinoyukimmigration@gmail.com. And if you want to find us on Facebook, it's Pinoy UK Immigration Problem and Solutions. Now, there's so many ways to get to reach out and to get in touch. So there are 3 ways: email, website. The website will also have a link where it says something like "ask me a question" or something. Then you just click on it and then you enter your details. On Facebook, you can also click join. It's a Facebook private group, so join us, and then you have to answer obviously questions. And don't when you ask to join this Facebook private group, don't just put your name and then click Yes, you have to answer a set of questions. I think there's 4 questions, because if you don't answer it, then we don't allow people in. You don't be lazy, and just click no, 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 or answer it properly, okay? Because there's a reason why it's there, so that we know those people who are serious to join the private group, then we allow in, but those who are not, then we don't. Okay, so that's it, guys. So have a lovely Friday evening. I'm off, and thanks for joining me. Bye.